Yeah, this is Exodus. Exodus, a mass departure of the people, Exodus. We're waiting on a mass upheaval, Exodus, because we need to flee the evil, Exodus, in search of a society that's equal, Exodus. Governments are moving lethal, Exodus. The powerful have left us feeble, Exodus. Alone we cannot make it up these steeples, Exodus. We try to run but find our feet are stuck in treacle. Bob was right when he said the first time, people will try to fight you down. When they see you see the light, they'll say you're blinded by conspiracies, led astray by leftist lies, but they're the sheep who've had their own wool pulled over their eyes. Bob and his generation trod through great tribulation, and the ones who came before survived centuries of enslavement. Some search for their salvation while others sleep with their sedation. Plenty people haven't ploughed through the state of mind planted in plantations. Bob saw fights of freedom flourish, from Angola to Zimbabwe, but now everywhere is war, and things ain't going the right way. Some sip their lattes and act so blasé while we watch the world burn. Are you really okay? Bob said he'd be leaving Babylon, and Exodus was his plan. But we're left here to carry on, and we could make a better land. With each generation, we grow taller as we stand upon the shoulders of the giants who came before us. We grow stronger and wiser and thrive on more love. We are breaking new ground, and they cannot ignore us. Cracks appear in foundations, fracturing capital and colonial nations. The ones in power are cowards. They're scared and it's blatant. Just look at them. You can see them shaking. Supposedly we reside inside a democracy, but let's take a moment. Really be honest with me. Are you satisfied with the life you're living? Are you feeling fulfilled with what you've been given? Are you standing in your truth, or are you keeping it hidden? Are you watching the world? Are you not feeling sickened? Is it really that great in our Great Britain when at least 22% of people here are poverty-stricken, while the rich get richer because plenty politicians are profit-driven, so confused by the news, yet we sit and watch the plot thicken? The clock is still ticking. But now we've had enough. We stand up from the table, scraping our chair legs upon the ground, no longer afraid to take up space or make uncomfortable sounds. I begged for a seat, a suitable chair, but I don't want to sit at a table scattered in silverware with servings of carved up carcasses, crafted to support the devouring of life and the elbows of the greedy. Nah, not for me. I see us. Sitting in circles, rings and rings, rows and rows, grass beneath our toes. No borders, no surfaces upon which to divide, no borders, no edges, no corners, all is ours, yours and mine. The ones who claimed it all as theirs aren't there anymore. This is an exodus. Do you get the metaphor? These concrete jungles do not satisfy my soul, and I'm no longer satiated by the lies I've been sold, and some may say I'm a complainer. Maybe call me another wailer, but now I've found my voice. You will never hear it waver, so I'm using it here, and I'm asking for a favour. Let's stir it up, little darlings. Do more than just marching. Don't be afraid to be demanding. What we need is within our reach. Lift one another a little higher, and maybe we could grasp it. From Marcus Garvey through Bob Marley, we are reminded that none but ourselves can free our minds. So end the battle, break the shackles. Now is the time. And we ain't over the worst, but better days could slowly emerge. Haven't you heard? If we get up and stand up, we could still save this earth. I hope I made your head turn, lock eyes on breaking the curse, but there's a limit to the words in the poetry verse. So I'll leave it on Exodus. Still waiting on a mass upheaval, Exodus. But I'm no longer feeling feeble, Exodus. Together we could flee the evil, Exodus. A movement for the people, 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 Exodus. A movement for the people.